When Jesus lost his temper, it was never in a overly vulgar way. Jesus was serious about the business of God. He was serious about the business of God. And the only time that you would see Jesus losing his temper somewhat is when God's name, the Father in heaven, when his Father in heaven was being disrespected. And we see that when we look at scripture, when he cleaned the temple, because the people were buying and selling outside of what we call the temples of God. And we know today that these buildings are not God's temples. But again, Jesus was born under the law, and God's people were congregating together. And so Jesus was very upset that you would call this a place of God, and yet you would make it a den of thieves. And then there were other scriptures where Jesus would lose his temper when he would tell the people, I am the bread, I am the life, and they would not accept him. And Jesus, who is God, does not want anyone to perish. He doesn't want anyone to go to eternal separation from God, that place of darkness. He would call out to people, encourage them to come into the kingdom, to come into the saving knowledge of him who is God. I am God. He's trying to tell them that I am God. I'm the way, I'm the truth, I'm the life. That is what he's telling him, but they would not receive him because we're such physical beings. They're looking at a physical man and they do not believe him because he's standing there in the physical. And he's standing there as a carpenter's son, as a nobody. But that's why God says, believe what you cannot see, not what you can see.